Hey everybody, Big D here. That's Liam. Welcome back to another episode of Big D's and Liam's Custom Garage. It's Wednesday. Yes, we did not see you guys last Wednesday. We took the week off because it was Liam's anniversary. And my son's birthday.
Yeah, there was just too much going on last week.
Yes, and my favorite holiday. Well, all of our favorite holiday. So, yeah, we just decided to take the week off. We still did the live stream, though. But, yeah. So, we're back with you guys today. We are going to be working on Project Void.
Yep.
So, we told you guys week before last that we were going to be repairing a heater hose leak issue that we're having with the heater core coming through the firewall.
Very, very small leak. I mean, I only have to I don't drive the car very much right now, but I'm going to start. So we need to fix this so it's not dripping and leaking. Very small leak. Only have to put coolant in it like every other day or so. So it's enough to be worried about if I'm going to be daily driving in it again. So we really got to get this fixed. And it's pretty much just the heater hose outlet might be a little out of circle.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a little off. And we're going to change the clamp style so we can tighten and loosen.
Yeah, it could even be when we take it apart. It literally could be as simple as the clamps.
Yeah,
the factory squeeze clamps just might not have the tensile strength in them anymore. Mm-hmm. To get a nice enough clamp. So it could be just as simple as change the clamps out. But we'll find out when we take it apart. But yeah, it could be that simple, or it could be, like he said, it could be a little bit of a bent tube. You know, who knows?
And some, just straightening out the tube and changing the clamps to a different style should take care of it. We shouldn't have any problems.
Yes.
Shouldn't have to change any hoses.
No. And I got some stuff ordered, so stuff should start showing up today or tomorrow. I got a body hammer kit coming to work on the dents on the body. I got my sandpaper coming. Well, my first package of sandpaper, which is, I got 75 discs.
Yeah. We're
going to use 180 to start with on the car, just to kind of knock down the paint. Not going to go down to bare metal unless I necessarily have to. Otherwise, I'm just pretty much going to knock it down as far as I can, get it to where a good etching primer will be able to grab on and stick real good. So that's going to be coming up probably next week. Also got a new car cover coming for it.
Nice. So once we
not a cheap one either.
Oh really?
Oh, I spent some money.
Oh wow.
Oh, I spent some money.
Well, it'll be good.
I spent close to 2. Yeah,
once we start getting the interior and stuff in there, we're going to want a car cover to protect it.
So. Yeah, I got a real good, like the microfiber triple layer fancy.
I get you.
So, and it's a molded one for the El Camino. I ordered it directly from OPG because I could not find one anywhere else that was a direct fit for the El Camino.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Other than that, do we have anything? Oh, Liam did have a bubble on one of his tires.
Yep. So I got 2 new tires for the stock rims. I know we have other rims, but I'm going to reserve those for track tires.
Yes.
Because they're going to be softer. They're going to be around 300.
Yeah, they're going to be a softer compound, so they grip better.
Yeah, so we don't want to use those as daily driver.
Yeah.
They'll just wear on my tires and it'll be a waste of money.
Yeah.
So we're going to reserve those rims for the track tires.
Yeah, so yeah, the rims that you guys saw us repaint and recondition a couple episodes back, those are now going to be reserved for race only.
Yeah, I had a pretty big shimmy in the car. I was like, couldn't figure it out why. The brakes felt good, everything else felt good. I did a really good inspection on the tires, used a straight edge to make sure everything was level, and there was a pretty good 6-inch bubble on the tread
Oh, it was on the tread, not the sidewall.
Yeah, on the tread.
Oh.
And you can see the splits and everything in the rubber. So I just knocked that out.
You just barely escaped a nasty blowout.
Now the car rides perfectly.
Oh, it probably rides real smooth now.
Yeah.
The G-force test should probably be even better now.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe. Okay, that's a little bit of a shocker. We did a G-force test.
Well, that was before I think the bubble was that bad.
But there was still a bubble.
I think there might have been a bubble even back then.
Yeah, it might have been small, but it was probably just on its... Or even the G-force thing might have caused the bubble.
No, it was on the inside. Usually the outside causes that kind of problems. Usually bubbles are caused by low tire pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I did check the tire pressure before, and it was kind of low, so it might have had a slow leak on that side. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and one more reminder, and I'm going to say it again before the end of the video because we got to get this drilled into your guys' head. Saturday's live stream is no longer 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because of the time change this past weekend, it is now 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So write that down. It is now Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Okay? So, gave you guys that reminder. Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
All right. Here we go. We're going to go to work.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. Here we are. We have the hood open, and we're looking at the problem here. All right. As you can see the heater hoses right there, and you can see the coolant down there.
Yeah, down on this lip
of the firewall. And you can even see coolant. If you look real closely, you can see it all the way down on the transmission, part of the exhaust system. So it's all in there. Very slow leak, as you can see. I've driven this maybe 20 miles, and I had it on high before I did that.
Yeah.
I had it on full before I drove like 20 miles, and now it's on low. So that's the amount of coolant we're losing.
In 20 miles, that's actually pretty significant, to be honest with you.
So if I drove it daily, I'd probably have to put in coolant every other day.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to take care of that right now. So it's not that big a deal.
And it also, he's driven it quite a bit now since we did the coolant reroute and stuff. So even as we're fixing these heater hose leaks, it also gives us a good opportunity to check the back side of the motor where the new thermostat and water neck and stuff's connecting, making sure that all our gaskets sealed up good back there. We're pretty sure they did, but it doesn't hurt to look after you've put some miles on it and it's got some heat cycles ran through it and stuff like that. So
yeah.
So we'll take a quick look at that stuff too on camera at some point and make sure everything's still good in that department. But right now we're just going to focus on these heater hoses real quick. I'll have Liam give me the angled needle nose pliers. They're the easiest ones to use for clamps like this, because you can just go down in here and you can clamp them and pull them back out of the way like that. Same thing with this one.
Now we're going to get a lot of spillage here.
Yes, because
coming out of the heater box, and
the cooling system is still full, so we're going to get some spillage out of this. So we will probably have to top the system back off and re-burp it at some point.
Just kind of try to keep the hoses up.
Yes, I got that hose up. Not as much spillage as I thought we would have so far.
I'll go get some paper towels.
Yeah, so far we're good. Liam's going to run in and get some paper towels real quick. I'm going to pull off this other hose. That I'm firmly believing that this particular hose is our culprit because it has antifreeze marks on it. So I'm thinking that it's probably the one that's causing our problem. So we're going to get it off here real quick. I'm trying to, being a little stubborn. There it goes. Okay, so we got both our hoses unconnected. Looking at the pipes,
They're a little wonky.
just slightly, but not bad. So I'm going to use the needle nose. I'm going to straighten these out just a hair in some places. Yes, it looks like I'm standing on my head, guys, but doing that for a purpose.
I'll try to move the camera here so they can see what you're doing.
Okay, so I got a little bit of a wonky spot here.
Pretty much try to make the hoses round again.
Yep, we're going to straighten these out like so. Okay, no big deal. Get this like this. This ain't the first time I've had to do this. Like I said before, heater cords they're a very
Can you like maybe put the needle in the hose on both sides and kind of open the, you know what I mean?
Yes, I'm straightening the lip out on the hoses just so slightly. Do not want to pry on them too much.
And take your time doing this
because they are very, very soft. Okay, I got the tubes straightened back out on this one. The lip, however, because of the needle nose pliers, does look like shit. But however, ignore the lip on the outside and pay attention to the actual tube where your clamps clamp down at. I am trying to straighten the lip out as much as I can though. Okay, there we go. Bend it out. There we go.
very, very pliable. You got to be careful with these things.
Yes, you do.
Just take your time. Make sure you get it nice and circular.
Or as circular as you possibly can, anyway. Okay, so the lip's about as good as I'm going to get it. But, however, the other hose is not bad. So I am not going to screw with that one. So what we're going to do, we're just going to change out our clamps. We're putting them down to the screw type style. So they will tighten down up closer to the firewall. And yeah.
There we go. That's better.
There we go. Liam's got it good and straightened out now. Okay. So now we got to get our screw clamps ready to go. Get my first one over here. Just don't overwork it too much, Liam, because they will split. I have had them split on me before. And then we're screwed. So that one actually wasn't that bad. So
I'm just making sure it's round just by working. There we go. That's better actually.
okay.
I think we got them as good as we're gonna get them.
Yes.
That second one's perfectly round now.
Yeah.
So take those old clamps off.
These old clamps are going to fix our issue. See, they're spring style, and like I said, be honest with you, I think they lost their tensile strength, and that's why they were leaking as easy as they were.
So now we got the screw down type.
Yeah, and now this hose here, we've already cut it once before, so
It wasn't leaking.
yeah.
We
Well,
we don't think it was.
actually, there's a fucking thing right here. So I do need to cut some more off of this one, just slightly.
All right, I got these. Will that
Yeah.
work better?
Yeah.
We used a razor last time, so we want to trim up and make it even.
Yeah.
We don't want to cut too much off because we don't have much leeway on that hose.
Yeah, not on this hose, we don't.
We just want to cut the edge off so we have a nice, clean.
Yeah, a nice clean edge for going up against the firewall. So I'm just gonna cut this jaggedy end off like so. See how it was jaggedy there, guys? It was not even at all because, yeah,
Oops.
I'll let Liam show that to you. It was pretty rough and ragged on the opposite side. There you go. There you go. That's the rough and ragged side.
That's what happens when you use a razor instead of a
proper cutting tool. So now we're going to put the screw type clamps on here. We're going to slide our hose back on like so. We're going to take our clamp on up like this. I'm going to run it up as close as I can to the firewall.
While still giving a little hose. I don't know if that's going to
actually give me a screwdriver first. I'll use that to tighten it down. The screwdriver will help me run it in quicker.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, we got this one tightened down. I had to use the screwdriver all the way on that one because I ran it so close to the firewall that I couldn't get my tool on
You
it.
can actually back it up a little bit.
But
I don't know if you want it closer to that lip or not.
no, I'm trying to keep it as close to the firewall as I can because it will get the closer to the firewall, the more round the tube is, so it'll get the strongest clamping force back here. So she ain't gonna wait.
All right, let's get this other clamp off.
Now, this other hose, we have decided it is long enough that we can
Cut down the fresh hose.
trim it up some.
You can cut all the way down the fresh
So
hose.
that's what we're going to do with that one. So
because it was leaking the most. So we're gonna get all the way down to the newest hose possible.
yeah, give it some.
Past where it was clamped before, so we have fresh rubber to deal with the clamping force.
Yeah.
Now I could have bought all new hose, but this hose is fine.
Yeah,
Even though it's old.
they're not dry rotted or anything, so
It's still springy.
yeah, they still got their.
You squeeze it, it still goes to its original shape. So it's
it's
not
still
bad.
good.
It's just over. It's been there long enough that it's warped from the clamping.
Yeah. So we cut it back enough that we can get fresh hose going. I need the other clamp. Thank you.
Might want to write it down a little bit before you put it in there this time.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to do with the screwdriver. There it is. Run this down just a hair.
So you don't have to mess with it as much when you have it actually in the engine compartment.
We put El Camino parts on them, yeah.
Well, it's a universal part, tell you the
Well,
truth.
yes, but they came off the El Camino.
As many Chevy parts as possible on your car is preferable.
Yes. Because Chevy runs deep.
Is that actually a slogan?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god! I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, Chevy runs deep.
Is that their newest slogan, or is that pretty
No,
old?
it's one of their older slogans, but
Yeah.
it is one.
I'm an internet person. I only watch things on the internet. So
Could you give me like a 5-foot flathead?
I'll see what I can do. I don't know if I have that long, but here we go. Try this one.
There we go. Yeah, I got some tubes and stuff and things in the way. There we go. There we go. I like to tighten them down just until I start seeing the rubber kind of squish through the little cracks
Yeah,
on the clamp itself, and then I'm like, okay, it's good.
that should work.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's do a little wipe down real quick on the video.
And we'll do it. We'll get it up to temperature, and we'll probably come back in.
Yeah, we'll come back in just a minute, guys. So we'll be right back.
All right, we're back. As you can hear, the car is running, so I'm going to talk a little loudly. We have no leaks anymore. We got it up to temp. The hose is hot, and we're good. We have no leaks at all.
And we checked the thermostat. Thermostat's doing good.
We revved the car, make sure the water pump got up to pressure. We got it up to like 5-6 grand, which is good idling temperature. All right, and we're good. But we did notice something. Let me turn the car off here.
Yeah, no more leaking.
Nice.
Okay.
And we filled up the bottle.
Hey, look, I can do this one sitting down. Check it
Yeah,
out.
we know. Let's sit down. We did notice something though. When we were throttling the car from underneath the hood to get it up to temp, we noticed that the throttle cables are incredibly
Yeah,
loose.
look at this, guys. Look at how far I'm pulling up on the bottom cable,
Bottom cable isn't as bad, but
and
the top.
it's not even moving the throttle body at all, and I'm pulling that cable up a lot.
Yeah. So
So what we're going to do real quick here is we are going to take some of the slack out of these cables.
don't want to
And-
take all of it.
No, we don't want to take all of it, but we're going to take some of it out, which is a good thing because it should give Liam better throttle response inside the car. Because with this slack, he was obviously dealing with a slight delay.
Yeah.
So by us tightening this up real quick, we should be in good shape. Both of these nuts on each side on these adjusters, like Liam was about ready to say, are 12 millimeter. So you need, if you're doing this, you're going to need two 12 millimeter open-end wrenches. And when you're loosening them, this one here on this hand, you're going to push with, and then this hand here, you're going to pull with. Okay, so did it already come loose, or am I off the damn nut?
You went off the nut, I think.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Break them loose a little bit, like so. Hold on. Okay, get on the nut. Okay. Thank God we turned the car off because now the radiator hose has some give in it from my wrench. Okay.
Sorry, my camera got a little bit off there.
Okay, so what we're doing now is you're loosening off this one, okay, and then you start tightening up this one.
Thankfully, there's plenty of adjustment on these.
Yes, there is.
So obviously nobody's paid attention to this in a while.
Yeah, you got to remember stuff like this. It's just like a bicycle cable on your brakes when you were a kid. These cables stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So from time to time, you do need to check them for play. You do need some play in them, but not a lot.
Not that much.
There we go.
That's a little better.
That one's right where we need it. We got just the right amount of play, but it's tight. See, you got that tightness. See how
we still need to.
see how this one's got that lay slack in it right in here, and it's got a bend. Where this one now, all the slack is out of it. There's no slack in the cable, but you still have the give if you need it. And that will also change as we tighten this one up too. So you also got to take that into consideration.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to do the top one real quick. Put this over here, do this over here. Remember, just like the bottom, you're going to pull with this one, push with the other. And you'll do the opposite when you tighten them back up. Okay. Oh, I slipped out. Hold on. Oh, that one was, whew.
That was
Okay,
tight.
that one had some, somebody put some uggas on that one. Woo! Okay. Yeah, that one had some good uggas on it. Okay. Now, start tightening up this one so we can get the slack out of it. Watch and make sure the throttle body does not start moving. Because if the throttle body starts moving, then it's going to fuck with our idle. And we don't want that. Okay, still got our slack. Okay, gonna keep on going. You got to hold the cable, guys, because this is also a mounting bracket and they're notched.
There's a little notch right there.
So you got to hold these as you're tightening them, because if you don't, they'll slide out.
Which isn't a big deal. They won't. As long as you get them back in the groove, you should be fine.
Yeah.
But just make sure they're nice and tight before you start driving the car.
Yep. How we doing?
Keep going.
We still got a little bit of slack in there. I'm gonna get that out of there though.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Okay.
Really, the top one is your is your important one.
Yeah, your top one's your pull, and then your bottom one's your return. Okay. God, did you see how far I backed this one out?
Yeah.
And it's already back up against the thing.
That's perfect right there. See the amount of play you got in that?
Yes.
That's perfect.
Now, before I tighten these all the way down, I am going to take the camera from Liam real quick, and I'm going to have him go in and start the car
And do some
and make sure that it's not screwed with the idle at all.
There we go. Nice and tight.
Yeah, still got a little there, but
that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and we got
you don't want it.
Okay, let's go and fire that up and see. Make sure it doesn't mess with our idle first, because if it does, I'm gonna have to readjust.
Yeah.
It's idle and normal. Okay. Test. Better. A lot better. Liam says a lot better. Okay. All right.
That's touchy.
Okay.
Nice and touchy.
All right. We got some good throttle response now.
That should help us hole shot a little better.
Yes, it should.
All right.
We took the slack out. All right.
We fixed all the issues with the car. It should be running perfectly now.
Yep, no leaks, and happened by happenstance to find this little issue. Went ahead and got it taken care of, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, we'll snug them down.
I'm just gonna ugg on them real quick here, make sure they're good to go.
And we'll see you guys here in a minute after we do that.
Yep. All right, everybody, welcome back. Well, we got everything done.
Yeah.
As you see, we got the heater hoses fixed, and we found the little extra thing for you guys, the throttle cables, and tightened them up. Liam's very happy with that. He said it's very touchy now.
Yeah, very touchy throttle, which I like.
Yes.
Just have to be careful around corners.
Yes.
I've broken the rear end
loose a couple
times around the right corner.
Yeah, it's not very hard to do in that car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got those fixed. So we're back on track with that. Things are going to start picking up with that because Liam is officially back to.
I am employed.
Yes.
It's a very good job that pays very well. So things should be picking up in the next month as soon as I start getting my first paychecks and stuff like that. So
yeah, so we'll be you'll be seeing more of Void again. You're also going to be seeing a lot of Darksin as well. Like I said, I got the sandpaper and the body hammers coming. They should be here today. So next Wednesday, we will start working on our body work on that.
Maybe some engine things here and there.
Yeah, we still got some engine work to do. We have the parts and everything. So we still got some tearing down and stuff to do with it. But, you know, we'll work on that here and there. But we're pretty much trying to get body stuff as far as we can. Might not get it painted. I want to at least get it sanded down and get it in primer. Mm-hmm. That way the paint will stop chipping and all that stuff. So
yeah,
and that's not going to cost me all that much. I've already done the research on that, and with the primer and the spray gun, I should be able to get that with my next check. Mm-hmm. So, oh wait, no, I won't be able to get it with my next check because Christmas.
Ah, well, there's that.
Yeah, so, yeah.
We'll get as much as we can.
Well,
I have a lot of engine work to do, so that should take up the time.
Yeah, I might be able to work it in there somehow, but we'll see what happens. But if I can, we'll get the primering and stuff done pretty quick. The paint's not going to take all that long. So, or not paint, but the sanding shouldn't take all that long. But anyway, I'm running along and winded, so let's, we're going to go ahead and end this one. Again, got to remind you guys, Saturday, live stream, car talk and other things with Big D and Liam, right here on our YouTube channel, is now Mountain Time. Not Pacific Standard Time no more because of the time change. We are now Mountain Time. So take that into consideration when you set your stuff or whatever. So there you go. We will see you guys again on Saturday on the live stream. Got some interesting things to talk about, I believe, this week. So, yeah, we'll see you guys then. I'm Big D.
I'm Liam.
And we're out.